what's up with it? It's your resident Dew fanatic, and I'm back today with a review for another Game Fuel flavor. It's not something I thought was going to happen, seeing as the Rise Mountain Dews sort of took over. Most markets that sold Game Fuels were gone, and the Game Fuel as we know it now has gone to e-commerce. But the gamer courage of MLG, Optic, and now more recently 100 Thieves fame has made his own flavor in association with Mountain Dew Game Fuel. And we have today the Game Fuel Courageous Sherbet flavor. This is something that I was kind of iffy on ordering because you had to order 12 of them. And they have a Zero edition. You couldn't mix and match. You had to order 12 from the Game Fuel website. But I'm a Dew fanatic. It's in the name. I had to do it. So we're here today to try yet another Game Fuel. Now these are famous for having artificial sweeteners. I'm trying to look and see if it's sucralose or what they use. They probably use a combination of things. But there is high fructose corn syrup in there, along with some juice concentrates. There it is, sucralose. I was right. Shouldn't have doubted myself. So hopefully this will be a good flavor, but some of these are kind of mediocre. I miss the Game Fuels when they looked like this, and they tasted like citrus cherry and wild berry and other sorts of flavors. But, you gotta take what you can get, and right now, Courageous Sherbet is what we can get. And it has a pretty cool can, so, I mean, if you're a fan of Dew or this guy, who I'm not all that familiar with, you gotta like it. I mean, it's a decent design, and there's a little bit of texture on the can with these black stripes. So visually very appealing. But how will the taste be? Well, let's find out. And as you know, these Game Fuel cans are going to be super pressurized, and I'm probably going to get sprayed. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hard to get the aroma. And seeing as it's in a can and a can only, got the glass so you can see it, and it is a very light pink with maybe a hint of orange, but I'm getting mostly pink. So yeah, that's kind of an interesting color. Contrasts with the lighter blues and yellows that we have on the can. Voodoo? Kind of smells like that. Yeah, it's kind of like a half-diet version of Voodoo is what I'm getting. Makes sense because orange is your typical sherbet flavor, and you get that cream sort of thing in it as well. So it makes sense that it's like the original 2019 Voodoo, and that was a very short release, limited run flavor. So rebrand it, change the formula a little bit, do a little sponsorship, got yourself a halfway decent drink. I've noticed that the only Game Fuels that I've had much good to say about are the ones that have some sort of orange flavor in them, because the originals weren't amazing. I'd say the yellow one was the best, and then they came out with the orange to promote Call of Duty, whatever game of the year was that year, and it was alright. They did the Zeros, they were okay, but you kind of wished that they were full calorie, more like the Game Fuels of past. But, again, you take what you can get, and you appreciate the good things where they are. This is an okay thing. So unless you love that sort of flavor, I wanted to get that off the rim of the can before I close it up, because of course these are resealable. So unless you really just love this promotion or that sort of flavor, I don't know that you want to go online and buy a full case of these, and I doubt very much that I would want the Zero version, because this is already pushing the boundaries, and it's 90 calories for this can. So do what you think's best for you. I like it, but I don't love it, and that's sort of the case with a lot of these flavors. But definitely worth a try if you fall into those categories. I may or may not try the zero version, depending on if I can make a trade work, because I don't really want to pay an obscene amount of money for something that I'm not going to enjoy. So, I just feel like that's the right thing for me to do. But, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to drink all 12 of these. I might sell them off or do something a little special, so who knows. You don't want to hear me talk anymore. You want to see me in another video reviewing some flavors. So, like this one, comment, tell me what you think about what I have to say, and if you're going to try it yourself. Do all that stuff that boosts me up and keeps me going in the YouTube system. And as always, do the do.